Hi guys, today we are talking about fear/anxiety. And what is fear? Fear is a learned response or emotion. It's a learned emotion in response to a perceived threat. That's what fear is. Fear is designed to keep you safe, whether it be physical harm, or you need to stay and fight or flee. But there's also different fears. There's generalized fear and anxiety. I know that quite well. I've been dealing with it most of my life. There's also social anxiety, fear of meeting new people you don't know, being in different places you're unfamiliar with. Those are all examples of different types of fear. There's also the physiological response to fear, and that is the elevated heart rate, the breathing, the dry mouth, and that's to prepare you to either stay and fight or to flee. I wanted to mention too, there's lots of different ways. There's so much information about overcoming fear and anxiety here on YouTube. Mel Robbins has got a great one. I'll link her YouTube channel down in the description below. Maybe that will help you out too. So I'm just going to talk about what I did. I got myself a journal. I started writing down past events that gave me anxieties, and I was able to identify the triggers. The who, what, when, and where, and how. So who was I with? Where was I? How did it make me feel? And so I could then make the connection between, okay, here's my trigger, here's how it made me feel, and getting that self-awareness. So then once I identified that, I would insert reset words where I would be able to stop myself when I would feel anxious, recognize the physiological response, the anxiety, the elevated breathing. I could stop myself, nip it in the bud, say, you know what, you're fine. Go outside, get some fresh air, gather yourself. Then once I did that, would come back inside and say, I'd put that positive reset phrase like, you know what, it's going to be fine. This is going to be fun. And that's how I was able to retrain my brain to insert those positive words so that I could continue on and stay and not want to flee. And building that self-awareness and building that self-confidence where, hey, I got this. And being able to overcome. And what I noticed is once I built my self-confidence up, the anxiety went down. And it's a muscle. It's a muscle. Once you start to do it, it becomes automatic. And then also building that self-confidence, that's a muscle too. And I started to realize, hey, my anxiety came from, number one, not being able to control situations. And I had to learn to let that go. You can't control everything around you. You can control your responses. So that was a huge realization for me that, hey, you know what? Stop being a control freak. Get a hold of yourself, control your reactions, and start enjoying life. Don't miss out on everything. Don't miss out on these cool events or meeting new people. Don't let it hold you back. It held me back for way too long. So this is what I have for you guys. I hope it helped. If it did, can you let me know down in the comments? And if these topics are interesting to you, please consider subscribing and liking. And most importantly, please, please, please share the channel. Thanks a lot, guys, and we'll see you next time.